tutorial class. My name is Oluwatumbi Blessing Olaleko, the founder of Maeklltech. Alright, today we'll be considering the part 2 of auxiliary projection. And remember, I said we will still be treating what auxiliary elevation. Alright, in part 1, we were looking at the auxiliary elevation of this object from this direction. Okay, now this part 2, we'll be looking at the auxiliary elevation of this same object from this direction. You can see the difference. You can see the differences between part 1 and part 2. Now, so that you can actually understand this concept very well. It is just what you can reason out. You get it? So if you are very good in orthographic projection, you are very good in conversion from orthographic to isometric, believe you me, this topic is like mince pie. It is cheap like plantain chips, pure like pure bliss, clean like Maeklltech, easy as ABC. That's just it. Okay, now looking at it from this direction, if I am standing right here, then if I'm going to produce the isometric view of this object with me standing right here, this is what I am going to have. You will agree with me. Right? If I am standing right here, which means this area is my what? Is my lowest point here. This is what I'm going to have. I'll be seeing it from here. Which means I am what? I am standing right here. And if I am standing right here, I'll be seeing what? This area. Remember we are doing what? Elevation. I'll be seeing this area. I'll be seeing what? This area. And the what? The whole of this what? Area. Do you see the difference between this part 1 and part 2 now? So the direction where you are standing actually matters when it comes to auxiliary. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. In part 1, we are only able to see maybe this area and that area, and we can't see this area. But in part 2, so we are standing here now. This part 2, we can see this. All those areas we can't see in part 1, we are seeing them now. Alright? The only area we can't see here in part 2 is this area at the back. This area here. And if I'm going to letter it, I remember using capital letter A, small letter A, capital letter B, small letter B, capital letter D, and what? Small letter D. So the only area I can see if I'm standing right here is what? Is my capital letter A mark at the back there. I can't see it, but I know it exists. Now, how do we draw this view? Very simple. Okay, project at what? 45 degrees, every point right there. So I project this facing this direction. You can see the direction of my arm, 45 degrees. I project this 45 degrees. Oh, sorry, if my line is not straight, just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. I just need to manage what I have, right? Now, if you are drawing this on paper, these lines, their positioning might be different, okay? It doesn't matter. All that matters is you understanding the concept, alright? You know I am just doing freestyle on the board here. So don't say, when you were drawing your own on paper, this one was here, this one was here. No. It can be there because the one you are drawing on paper is perfect. This one is imperfect, alright? So all that matters is you understanding the concept behind it. Alright, I have projected each and every point there. So I create my what? My x1, y1. Which is also going to act as a mark what? Mark 0. Remember this area is mark what? 0. This is mark what? 1. And this is mark what? 2. So 0 to 1, that distance from your 0 gets, these are what? 1. 1 to 2 or 0 to 2. It's your choice. Pick. Get your what? 2. So 0, 1, 2. Now we are seeing this area. I'm going to transfer the letter A. This is my small letter A, capital letter A, capital letter B, capital letter D, small letter D, small letter A, and what? Small letter B, small letter B. Now I am starting from here. I am seeing small letter D at mark 0. Remember this area is marked what? 0, mark what? 1 and mark what? 2. Okay, so D, capital letter D from mark 0 to mark 1. My capital letter D, and this is my capital letter D here. From this 0 here, from 0 to 1, capital letter D. I can see that. And I can see my capital letter D at both mark 0 and mark 1 joining with small letter D. Do you see? Capital letter D to small letter D at mark 0. Capital letter D to small letter D at mark 1. So here's my small letter D. This is my small letter D. So capital letter D to small letter D at mark 0. Capital letter D to small letter D at mark what? Mark 1. And both are what? Joining each other right here. And this is it. Right here. Are you following? Okay. Now I can see my small letter D joining what? Small letter A at mark 0. This is my small letter A right here. And small letter D to what? Small letter A. I join them at mark 0. Can you see that? Now I can also see my small letter D joining small letter B at mark 1. You see that? So small letter D joining small letter B at mark 1, which is what? This. You know, this is my what? This is my small letter B right here. Do you see that? Now I can see my small letter A from mark 0 joining small letter A at mark 2. You know, this is mark what? 2. This area is what? 1. This area is what? 0. Small letter A is from what? 0 to 2. And this is it right here. My small letter A from what? 0 to 2. From 0 to 2. Okay. Now I can see my small letter A joining small letter B at mark 2. Small letter A joining small letter B at mark 2, which is what? Which is this. Alright? Which is this. Yeah. Actually, I'll make one mistake here. And the positioning of this line, if you are drawing it on paper, is not correct. So let me correct it down now. This line. Yeah. This should be. If you are drawing it on paper, your capital letter A will be somewhere here. While my small letter B will be somewhere here. Take note. Yeah, that should be it. This should be my what? This should be my small letter B. Alright. That should be my small letter B. Why this one is my what? My capital letter what? A. Are you seeing that now? So take note. Take note. Take note. Alright? So it still hasn't spoiled anything at the bottom here. So take note. That's why I said I can actually make mistake with those lines on the board here. But just understand the concept. Okay. So at the top, my small letter A is joining what? Small letter B at the top. So which is up to here. Small letter A and small letter what? B at the top. Now my small letter B is joining small letter B from mark what? 2 to what? To 1. 2 to 1. Small letter B from 2 to here to 1. Do you see that? Alright. You can see that now. So see the shape which we actually have like that. Now are we done? No, we are not yet done. We can see this place too. Can't we? Yes, we can. So my small letter B is joining capital letter B at mark what? 2. My capital letter B to small letter B. This is my capital letter B right here at mark 2. They join each other. Alright? And my capital letter B comes to where? To the bottom. My capital letter B from mark 2 comes to where? Mark 1. My capital letter B from mark 2 comes to mark 1. Straight away like that. Do you see that? Now, we've shown this, this, and this. The area we can't see here is what? Is the capital letter A. And if you are standing here, you won't be able to see this capital letter A, which is what? Obvious. So our capital letter A now is what? Is this. And it's going to what? It is still the same thing as what we have here. So it's going to be from 2 to what? To 0. And it's going to be what? ED. So ED line, capital letter A. ED line. That is it. That is it. Okay. And that is the solution to this problem. That is the part 2 to the problems on what? On auxiliary elevation. So kindly go through it and please calm down. Don't just watch it. Okay, as you are watching, practice on your paper. If I am too fast, adjust the play speed to what actually suits you. Okay, to what actually works best for you. Once again, my name remains Oluwatumbi Blessing or Lalekan, the founder of Maeklltech. Kindly ensure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also refer these videos to your friends who might be in need of it. Thank you.